Hey folks, welcome to Fyreflye's Follies. I hope that you enjoy the video today. If you do, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out, and if you have not subscribed, I hope that you will and that you'll stick around for a while. So today I am making my granny's peach cobbler. I loved this when I was a kid growing up, and I always thought when I was really young that it was magic. And here's the reason why. You build it from the bottom up, and when it bakes, it kind of turns upside down. It's really a very simple recipe. You make it with pie filling. I'm making peach. My granny used to make it with peach and with apple. And you can use store-bought pie filling. Store-bought pie fillings usually are around 15 ounces. I'm using a pint of pie filling. Pint 16 ounces, so it works out really well that way. And to start with, I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a half a cup of butter, or a stick of butter. So I'm going to start with a half a cup of butter in the bottom of my pan, and I'm going to put it, that looks like about half. Alright, and I'm going to stick this in the oven and let the butter start warming up, and let the casserole dish start, or the baking pan start warming up as well. And while the butter melts, we'll make the batter. And this is a really simple recipe. It is 1 cup of self-rising flour, and I'm using half cup measures because that's what fits into my canister here. So 1 cup of self-rising flour. To that, I'm going to add 1 cup of sugar. This is not a healthy recipe. It is a decadent recipe, but it is also a delicious recipe. So a cup of sugar, a cup of self-rising flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. There's already some cinnamon in my pie filling. Now, you can also add a little bit of nutmeg. I am not a fan of nutmeg with peaches. So I'm going to add a little less than a half a teaspoon of cinnamon to this. I've got 1 cup of milk, and to that cup of milk, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of vanilla. Alright, so I'm just going to whisk my dry ingredients together to get them all mixed up. And then I'm going to add my milk and vanilla and mix it together. And what you end up with is about the consistency of pancake batter, maybe even a tiny bit thinner than pancake batter. Alright, then we'll get our peach pie filling open. And get it ready. going to check on the baking dish of butter and see if it's almost melted. Alright, so once your butter is melted, just going to make sure there are no little lumps down in it. Alright, so butter is nicely melted. I'm going to take the batter and I'm just going to pour it right in on top of the butter. And now I'm going to take my peach pie filling and I'm just going to spoon this right on top of everything and just kind of spread it out. I'm not going to mix it in, just going to lay it on top and let it fall to the bottom. Just want to spread it out evenly, fairly evenly. Alright. Now this is going to go back in the oven uncovered for 30 to 45 minutes. If you are using a metal baking dish, it'll be closer to 30 minutes. I'm using glass, so it'll be closer to 45. You want to bake it until the top is nice and golden brown. So I'm going to get this in and get it baking, and I'll start checking it at around 30-35 minutes, and when it's done, I'll bring you back and show you how it turned out. Alright, so it's actually been about 42 minutes because I cooked mine in a deep dish casserole. But it is actually done, so I'm going to get it out, and it's going to sit for at least a half an hour before I try it. So once I get ready to serve it up, I will bring you back and show you how it turned out. Alright, so this has actually been cooling for about an hour or so. I fixed some dinner and ate dinner. So now I'm going to have some cobbler. Let's get this over so that I don't spill it. And let's be honest, I'm going to have way too much cobbler. This is one of my favorites. That looks so good. So you can see the edges. So good. The edges got nice and crispy, crunchy. Made amazing cobbler. And that peach pie filling is just delicious. So good. And I'm making a mess everywhere I turn today. I highly recommend this cobbler recipe, and again, it works for apple pie filling, pear pie filling, strawberry pie filling. I've made it with cherry pie filling and pineapple. It's absolutely delicious. But peach is probably my favorite. I really hope that you enjoyed the video today. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. And if you have not subscribed, I hope that you will and that you'll stick around for a while. If you hit the notification bell, YouTube will notify you when I upload a new video based on your settings. Y'all, thank you so much for watching today. Y'all have a great day.